So Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. We are absolutely delighted to have you with us today, and we want to talk a little bit about the BB&T Center for Ethical Business Leadership that came from the partnership of the Mike Cottrell College of Business at the University of North Georgia and BB&T. So we'll kind of dive right on in and touch base about, why do you think ethics matter?
Well, I think ethics matters because life matters. You know, it's interesting. I think most people have a very shallow understanding of just how important they are, how important their life is, and how much their life and how they live it really matters. I use with our associates oftentimes a metaphor of the butterfly. And I tell them it was actually proven scientifically a couple of decades ago that a single butterfly can flap its wings on one side of the earth and create a hurricane on the other side of the earth. Now, you know, if a little bitty butterfly can have that kind of impact, then your life matters. I share with them another little analogy. We have a little small lake house, and we live right off the point of the river. And periodically, when there are heavy rains, a lot of driftwood will end up on our little beach. And so oftentimes I'll go out there with my little wheelbarrow and I'll pick up that driftwood, put it in my little truck and haul it off to the dumpster. And as I'm throwing that driftwood into the dumpster, it occurs to me that the world does not change. The world does not change because driftwood does not matter. Driftwood has no heart, it has no soul, it has no purpose, it has no energy, it has no direction. It just does not matter. But you're not driftwood. Every person matters. And the way we live our lives makes a difference, I believe, for generations to come. And so there's a really important responsibility to think about the impact your life is going to have on your kids and your grandkids and your great-grandkids and all the people around you. And so in that context, living your life ethically, living your life in a way so that you and everyone who knows you will be proud of what you do and how you do it, which is really what ethics is all about. It's what you achieve in life, it's what you do in life, but it's how you do it. Do you do it in a way so that your mom would be proud of you? You know, would your Sunday school teacher be proud of you? And so the responsibility and the opportunity to make a really big positive impact on life is something that each and every one of us owns. And if we want to do the best with that responsibility, that opportunity, then we have to be a person of high ethics.
Why is ethical leadership in business important, do you think?
Well, in business, you know, we have actually in business the personification of the individuals. But when individuals outside look at a business, they think that a business is somehow almost like a robot. You know, it's just like,
yes,
there's that building, there's that, you know, sign, there's that name, and that's the business. People don't oftentimes really kind of get that there is no business. There's just a group of people trying to accomplish some purpose. And so people are people, whether they're operating individually in their family, in their church, or wherever, or in business. Now, it so happens when we come together as a group of people in business, whether it's 2 people in a little small business or 35,000 people like in our company, we come together as a group of individuals trying to accomplish a common purpose. And the way to accomplish a common purpose is to have a clear set of agreed principles, understanding, values, ethics, whatever term you want to use. Because if not, then everybody kind of operates the way they individually, you know, tend to want to operate. And so, for example, if you started a business today with 10 individuals and they came from 10 different aspects of life and had 10 entirely different sets of values, but yet you wanted to accomplish a very singular purpose, the odds of you being successful would be really, really low. Because, you know, one person believes in absolute honesty. One person believes, you can fib a little, it doesn't matter. You know, some person really believes trustworthiness is a really important value. Some person believes, you know, I don't care if I trust you or not, as long as you do what you say. So people do have different values. And so ethical leadership, ethics in business, is about being sure that we all are bonded together closely with a shared set of values which allow us to guide our behaviors in a way that will get the results we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, and we talk a little bit about culture at the Microsoft College of Business as well. And it is one of the things I think that might have influenced the partnership, and I'll let you talk a little bit about that, about the core values at the University of North Georgia. Why was it a natural fit for BB&T and the University of North Georgia through the Microsoft College of Business to form the BB&T Center for Ethical Business Leadership and start that partnership?
The youngest and brightest leaders of the future are in the universities today. And we believe that if we can help the students today have a better understanding of business and a better understanding of the absolute critical importance of good ethics, good values in business, then down the road, 10, 15, 20 years from now, those people will be behaving better, they'll be exhibiting better ethics, the public at large will have a better understanding of capitalism and the values, the merits of business, and the world will be a better place. So, we can't change the world entirely, but we can do our little part. And with the University of North Georgia, it was just a natural fit. I mean, it's just a really good school. And so we had a very, very warm feeling about the university from day one. And frankly, the university had exactly the same motivations we had. I think the university was set about a course of trying to help students understand better the value of ethics in their personal lives, in their business lives, understanding that leading a strong ethical life will make you a more successful and ultimately happier individual. And we were just really happy to be a small part of that.
Kind of going off of what you talked about just now about the importance for the students, our future leaders, like you said, are sitting in classrooms right now. It's kind of one of those undeniable facts that, we unfortunately we haven't found that fountain of immortality yet. So all of us in leadership and in academia who are teaching our future leaders will pass on and they will inherit, correct? Someone will inherit what BB&T has created.
Right.
And so you touched a little bit about the importance that you or BB&T may feel and kind of that return on investment in making sure that they have those soft skills and those ethics. Do you think it's really important for business colleges and schools to be teaching ethics in the classroom? And is that important back to you about who you hire into BB&T, on their resume and things like that? Those aren't typically things that are highlighted. It's more of the hard skills. Are the soft skills just as important?
Well, they're more important. If I were a university president or a chancellor, it would be an absolute essential that we teach fundamental ethics, values, and leadership skills. Because, you're never going to be able to be really successful in life until you develop the skill set. And it is a skill set to have really good human relationships. Sometimes people ask me about, well, what's really important in characteristics for people to be successful? And I say, well, the technical aspects of what you do in a certain job, I value at about 10%. The conceptual part, the concepts of the business, I value at about 30%. The human skills, I value at 60%. And because the technical things change all the time. Concepts don't change as often, but they change a lot. But if you don't have good human skills, good soft skills, then you're never going to be able to create followership. And if you can't create followership, there's not much you can do by yourself. You can go off into the hinterlands and be a hermit, but if you want to make an impact on life in a larger and a meaningful way, you're going to be working with other people. And if you want to help them accomplish as much as they can accomplish, you need to learn leadership skills. Because, look, being an effective leader is also about learning how to be an effective follower. It's just two sides of the same coin. And it's all about human skills because it's all about building trusting, mutually supportive relationships. And again, you can't have that without strong ethics. When we hire students, when we hire a large number of college graduates every year at BB&T, we start out the program, and it's about a 9 or 10 month program, but within the first couple of weeks, I'll do a several-hour seminar with them, talking a little bit about BB&T in general, but mostly about values, leadership, ethics, and I'll do my best to help them get started on a strong footing, because I recognize that people are coming from different walks of life. Not all universities are doing what your university is doing. Many people that come to work for institutions haven't been to college. So we take on the responsibility of making sure that our young associates understand what we're trying to accomplish, our vision, our mission, but we're real clear that we're going to do that in the context of our values. As I said, we have these 10 core values like honesty and integrity and reasoning and being an independent thinker and self-esteem and pride. And so we make it very clear, I make it very clear, that you know, if you believe in these values, if you believe this is the way you want to live your life, you can have a very successful career at BB&T. But if you take issue with these values, you know, we might as well save both of us some time here because it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work out.
We recently had a visitor at our campus, Alex Gregory. He's the CEO of YKK Corporation, the zipper company. And he gave the students some advice about, you know, how important cultural fit is in business, you know, to make sure, you know, that you're in an environment where you can thrive based on your core values. I think a lot of our students, in fact, in interviewing them and things like that at other universities as well, you know, they say, well, I'm here to get a job, you know, and I'm here to further my career and things like that. And he said, you know, just be a little bit careful, because where you get that job really matters. And I, you know, we're so honored to partner with a where like BB&T that kind of aligns, you know, perfectly with, you know, that cultural fit that we're looking for our students. How, you know, as we kind of wrap up our interview, how do you think the BB&T Center for Ethical Business Leadership will impact the region there in North Georgia?
Oh, it'll be a huge impact, because you know, ultimately for the region to do well, you know, in various aspects of life, you know, whether it's education, whether it's the arts, sciences, and, you know, environmental concerns. Ultimately, a really, really big part of how successful a community is how successful the business community is. And so businesses cannot, will not be successful unless they have really strong ethical leaders, nor will the rest of the community. Think about the United Way, think about the Rotary Clubs, or any other aspect of the broader leadership of Northern Georgia. If the leadership across the board in that area is not coming from a strong base of values and ethics, then the region will not do well.
Well, we are very proud to be a partner with BB&T Corporation. We're excited about the events and the different programs and initiatives that will impact the region, hopefully in a really great way, and bring awareness to how ethics can really kind of better all of our lives. So thank you very much, Kelly, for being with us today. It's much appreciated.
Thank you very much for letting us be involved with you and working together. I absolutely believe our best days are ahead.